Welcome to Last Whisper. I found these 3 stories just for you. I think you'll find them terrifyingly interesting. Listen carefully. First story. The Night Shift Log. If you ever work night security and hear your own name over the radio, quit immediately. I didn't. My shift started at 11 p.m. The building was a logistics warehouse on the outskirts of the city. No windows, 3 floors, endless corridors, motion sensors, cameras, access cards. On paper, it was secure. In reality, it was just me and a radio. At 11:42, I did my first patrol. Everything normal. Locked doors, green lights on the panels, cameras clear. At 12:17, one of the cameras blinked offline. Camera 3B, 3rd floor, storage wing. That happened sometimes, old wiring. I logged it and kept watching the monitors. At 12:19, camera 3B came back online, but the angle was wrong. It was tilted downward, aimed at the floor. I knew that camera. It was fixed. You couldn't move it without tools. I radioed it in. No response. Night supervisor wasn't answering. I decided to go check it myself. The elevator didn't work past midnight, so I took the stairs. As I climbed, my radio crackled. Static. Then breathing. Not mine. I stopped on the 2nd floor landing. "Control, this is night security," I said. "Anyone on channel?" Silence. Then a voice came through. My voice. Same tone, same cadence. "Don't go up," it said. My stomach dropped. I laughed nervously and told myself it was interference, feedback, anything but what it sounded like. On the 3rd floor, the lights were on, even though they were motion activated and should have been off. The hallway smelled wrong, metallic, like old water and electricity. Camera 3B was intact, bolted, unmoved, but on the monitor mounted nearby, I saw something that made my hands shake. The camera was live, and it was showing me, standing there, looking at it, from behind. I turned around. The hallway was empty. My radio crackled again. "Why did you turn around?" my voice asked. I ran. Back to the control room, heart pounding, lungs burning. I locked the door behind me and checked the logs. Camera access history showed manual control at 12:18. User security 01. That was my ID. I hadn't touched the controls. Then the motion sensors started triggering, one by one. 3rd floor, 2nd, 1st, moving towards the control room. Too slow to be running, too steady to be random. I grabbed my flashlight and shouted that I was calling the police. The radio responded instantly. "You already did, but they won't find anything." The lights flickered. All monitors switched at once. Every camera showed the same thing. The control room door from the outside. Someone was standing there, not moving, just waiting. I don't remember leaving the building. I don't remember unlocking the door. The next clear memory I have is sitting in my car, engine running, hands bleeding from gripping the steering wheel too hard. The police searched the warehouse. No intruder, no forced entry, no camera tampering. They reviewed the logs. My ID had been active all night. Every command, every override, every door. Signed by me. I quit the next day. 2 weeks later, the company called.
They said they needed me to explain something. During my last shift, a new log entry was recorded. Time, 04:03 a.m. User, security 01. Note, he finally left. I never went back, but sometimes when my phone loses signal, I hear static, and underneath it, breathing.
Second story, the apartment that wasn't empty.
If you've ever heard someone walking barefoot in an empty apartment, you understand why I moved out without taking my things. I knew something was wrong on the very first night, not because of creaks, not because of old pipes, but because the footsteps stopped exactly next to my bed. I rented the apartment for a month, temporary, cheap, no contract, no questions. The landlord was in a hurry, spoke quickly, and kept repeating the same sentence. Just don't make noise at night. I didn't ask why. The building was ordinary, 5 floors, old stairwell, peeling walls, the smell of dust and stray cats. My apartment was on the 4th floor. According to the landlord, no one lived above me. The apartment upstairs had been empty for years. The first night, I woke up at 3:17 a.m. Not from a sound, from the feeling that someone was nearby. I lay still and listened. Footsteps came from above. Slow, soft, barefoot. They crossed the room from one wall to the other, then back, then again, like someone pacing, unsure where to go. I told myself it was neighbors, even though I'd been told the apartment above was empty. The second night, the footsteps returned. Same time, 3:17. I checked my phone. The third night, they were closer. I could tell by the sound. The ceiling creaked as if the weight was directly above me. Then the footsteps stopped, and then I heard a sound you can't mistake. Someone sat down, right above my bed. On the morning, I went up to the 5th floor. The door to the apartment above mine was sealed, dust on the handle, old notices taped to the wall. No sign anyone had been there. I went downstairs and asked a neighbor, "Does anyone live above me?" She looked at me for a long moment. "Not anymore," she said, then added quietly, "You hear it at night too, don't you?" I didn't ask her to explain. After that, small things started happening, subtle but wrong. I left a mug on the table. In the morning, it was by the sink. I closed the bathroom door. Later, it was slightly open. One morning, I found wet footprints in the hallway, bare feet, larger than mine. I started locking the door with both locks. It didn't help. On the 5th night, the footsteps weren't above me anymore. They were inside my apartment. Not upstairs, not behind the wall, in the hallway. I lay in the dark staring at the ceiling. The steps were slow, careful. They moved from the front door to the kitchen, then stopped. I heard breathing. Calm, even, not mine. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I didn't blink. The footsteps came closer and stopped at my bedroom door. The door was open. I felt the mattress sink slightly, as if someone had sat down beside me. I closed my eyes. After a few seconds, The footsteps left, quietly, unhurried. In the morning, the door was locked, both locks engaged, windows closed, no signs of a break-in. I called the landlord. She was silent for a long time, and then said, "You hear it too." I asked her what she meant. She sighed. "A man lived there before you. He complained about footsteps. Then he said they started coming downstairs. A month later, they found him in his bed. Heart failure. I moved out that same day, left my clothes, left my charger, just walked away. A few weeks later, I got a call from an unknown number. A woman's voice said, "You forgot to close the window." I changed my number. A month later, I heard new tenants moved in, a young couple. I didn't warn them, because if the footsteps already learned how to come downstairs, they won't go back up. Third story, the last message.
If you ever receive a message from your own phone number, don't answer it. I did. It happened at 2:41 a.m. My phone vibrated once and stopped. No sound, just enough to wake me up. I glanced at the screen, half asleep, expecting spam or a wrong number. The sender was me. My phone number, my contact photo, my name. The message said, "Don't move. He's still in the apartment." I sat up so fast I felt dizzy. I lived alone. I checked the locks immediately. Front door, locked. Balcony, locked. Bathroom window, closed. I stood there in the dark, listening, convinced I'd hear something any second. Nothing. I told myself it was a glitch. Phones do weird things. Spoofing exists. Someone could fake a number. Then another message came. "You just checked the door. Good. Don't go to the hallway." My heart started pounding. There was no way anyone could know that unless they were watching me. I typed back with shaking hands, "Who is this?" The response came instantly. "It doesn't matter. Turn off the lights." I didn't. Instead, I opened the camera app and pointed it toward the hallway. The screen showed darkness, empty space. The door to the kitchen slightly ajar, exactly how I'd left it. Another message buzzed. "He came in through the balcony earlier. You forgot to lock it after smoking." I hadn't told anyone that. No one knew. The breathing grew louder. I could hear fabric moving, a shift of weight. Something stepped into the doorway. I still couldn't see him, just a darker shape against the darkness. My phone buzzed again. "Don't look at him directly. Pretend you're asleep." I closed my eyes. Seconds passed, maybe minutes, I don't know. Time felt broken. Then I felt the mattress dip, very slightly, like someone sitting on the edge of the bed. The breathing was right next to me now. My phone vibrated one last time. "He's checking if you're real." I clenched my teeth so hard my jaw hurt. Every instinct in my body screamed to move, to react, to do something. I didn't. After what felt like forever, the pressure on the mattress lifted. The breathing moved away. Soft footsteps crossed the room. The balcony door creaked. Silence. I stayed frozen until the sun came up. When it was light outside, I ran. I didn't pack. I didn't look back. I left my phone on the bed and didn't return for it. At the police station, they took my statement. They searched the apartment. They found no signs of forced entry. No fingerprints, no witnesses, no suspect. They did find my phone. No sent messages, no drafts, no record of the conversation. The officer suggested stress, hallucinations, sleep paralysis. I almost believed him, until 2 weeks later when I bought a new phone and activated my old number. That night, at 2:41 a.m., it vibrated once. A message from my own number. It said, "You moved too early last time.